Hello, my dear friend. If you are listening to this right now, you have probably just finished a long day. Maybe you did your best, yet something inside you still feels heavy. Not because you failed, but because you have been carrying too much. I am glad you are here with the Heal and Grow podcast tonight. Not to fix yourself, but to slow down and breathe. This episode is a gentle reminder that you do not need to do more to feel better. Sometimes, life becomes lighter when you begin to let go. Stay here with me for a few quiet moments. There was a time when I believed that doing more meant living better. I said yes to almost everything. I tried to keep every option open. I carried too many responsibilities, too many plans, and too many expectations at the same time. From the outside, my life looked productive, but inside, my mind was never quiet. Even when I rested, my thoughts did not. I was always replaying conversations, planning the next step, or worrying about what I might be missing. I thought the problem was a lack of discipline. I believed that if I pushed myself harder, everything would finally feel under control. But the harder I tried, the more exhausted I became. That was when I realized something important. My life was not heavy because I was doing too little. It was heavy because my mind was carrying too much. And that was the moment I understood that simplifying my life had to start with simplifying my thinking. Before life becomes complicated in our schedules, relationships, or goals, it becomes complicated in our thinking first. That is why the first thing I learned to simplify was my mind. We often think we are tired because we do too much, but most of our exhaustion comes from thinking too much about what we are doing. I spent so much energy questioning myself, wondering if I was good enough, if I would disappoint someone, or if I was making the wrong choice. Those thoughts did not help me do better. They only kept my mind restless. Simplifying your thinking does not mean stopping your thoughts. It means keeping only the thoughts that help you move forward. If a thought only makes you feel heavier, more afraid, or more confused, it is probably not something you need to carry. The second thing you need to simplify is your goals. Most of us do not feel tired because we lack motivation. We feel tired because we are carrying too many goals in our minds at the same time. Every goal takes mental energy, even when you are not actively working on it. When you try to hold on to too many directions at once, your mind never feels settled. There is always something unfinished, something waiting, something pulling at you. I once believed my problem was discipline, but it was not that I was not trying hard enough. I was simply chasing too many destinations at once. Simplifying your goals does not mean letting go of your dreams. It means choosing what matters most right now. When you allow yourself to focus on one or two true priorities and let the rest wait, clarity returns. And when your goals become fewer, you start to notice something important. There are days when you do not actually do much, yet you still feel tired, not because of work, not because of your goals, but because of the relationships you carry with you. Relationships do not only take time, they take mental space and emotional energy, and some of them drain you quietly. There are relationships that are not bad. There is no conflict, no obvious hurt, but every time you are in them, you find yourself being more careful. You choose your words. You adjust your reactions. You become a smaller version of yourself just to be accepted. These relationships do not exhaust you all at once. They wear you down slowly, until one day you feel tired without knowing why. I used to think I was just too sensitive, but then I noticed something simple. With some people, I felt lighter after meeting them. With others, I felt drained the moment I left. Nothing went wrong. No one did anything wrong, and that was the insight. Not every relationship needs to be kept just because it feels okay. Some relationships do not cause problems, but they do not give you space to breathe either. Simplifying your relationships does not mean isolating yourself. It means choosing places where you can arrive as you are, where you do not need to perform, explain, or tense up to stay. When your relationships become fewer, you do not lose connection. You regain your energy, and life does not become emptier. It becomes lighter, safer, and much easier to live in. And the final point, and the most important one to close this episode, is to simplify the amount of information you consume each day. The truth is, we do not need that much information. Too many voices, too much advice, and too many ideas of what a right life should look like keep our minds in a constant state of noise. When the inside is too loud, there is no space left for peace, and making clear decisions becomes much harder. We read a lot and listen to a lot, yet it becomes increasingly difficult to hear ourselves. Sometimes the problem is not that you lack knowledge, but that you lack enough quiet space to recognize what truly fits you. Your mind can start to feel like a room that is completely full, not because there is anything bad inside, but because there are too many things that seem useful, leaving no space to breathe. That is why simplifying information does not mean stopping learning or disconnecting from the world. It simply means choosing more carefully. Choosing what you allow into your mind each day, and choosing what you allow to influence your decisions. Not every piece of advice needs to be followed. Not everything that works for others will work for you. When you take in less, you begin to see more clearly. You begin to recognize what brings you peace, and what only adds to the noise. You know, many people believe that life feels exhausting because they are not trying hard enough, not good enough, or not moving fast enough. But most of the time, we are not tired from a lack of effort. We are tired because we are carrying too many things that are not truly necessary. Too many thoughts, too many goals, too many relationships that require us to keep ourselves together, and too much information that never gives our minds a chance to rest. And that is the deeper meaning of simplifying your life. Simplifying is not giving up, and it is not making your life smaller. It is a conscious choice, a choice to pause before you burn out, a choice to keep what truly matters and let go of what does not. When you simplify, you do not lose your value. You simply stop spending it on things that no longer fit. In the end, peace does not come from trying harder. Peace comes when there is enough space inside you to be still. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope that after this episode, you do not feel the need to carry anything new. Just let go of one thing that feels heavy today. That is enough.